Hello there, everybody. I'm Mel Allen, and this is Baseball Collector.
Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, Baseball Collector, and it's Monday again, and that means a lot of freaking mail, which is very cool. And man, what a big week. First off, I want to say thanks. Last night I had Joe, Silver Jackify, Mike O, those back pages, Eric, and Card Cutter Garrett on my channel, and we just went live and just talked about a whole bunch of stuff, what's going on in the hobby, the national, just a lot of fun topics. That's on my channel here. You can go back and watch it if you haven't seen it yet. It was a lot of fun. Great talking to those guys, getting their perspective on everything. And so go check it out. It was a lot of fun. Oh man, The Last Dance is over. That was so cool. I watched all of them. They were really, really good. So if you haven't seen them yet, I highly recommend it. Great look into the 90s Bulls and Michael Jordan and that whole team, and really cool. Again, let's see. This might be a little bit longer video. I got a lot of cool stuff to show. I've got a book to talk about. I've got auction house pickups. You name it. I regular mail, care packages. So this might take a while, but it'll be fun. We're going to tell some stories. I'm going to tell some stories. Hopefully you'll learn something about some of these players that I'm going to show. And yeah. So I just got done with this book. It's called The Bubblegum Card War. Very easy read. I mean, look at the pages. They're actually, this reads so fast. I did it in like 2 days, just kind of with extra time. But it is a great book. It's written by Dean Hanley, who runs Dean's Cards. You can see the Dean's Cards. They're a huge eBay seller and online seller of cards. And he wrote this book about the war between Bowman and Topps in the early 50s. And I learned so much in this book, it's not even funny. It was, overall, I would say the book is, it's okay because he's incredibly repetitive on a lot of things. But there are so many cool nuggets of information that it is definitely worth the read. It is incredibly easy to read, and you can get through it really quick. And I always love reading books like that because I'm always trying to learn. Always learning, as Eric would say. And fantastic. Really, really good. Wish I could think of some things that I learned right now off the top of my head. I'd love to share them with you. But that just means you need to go get the book, and you can find it on Amazon and read it yourself. All right. What do I want to do next? I did get a care package, and it was by request. I requested a care package from this fellow YouTuber, so I'm going to actually show it to you this way, and then I'm going to turn stuff around, and we'll do everything else the other way because it'll be easier to see everything. His note, I got a note, yo and hello, and it is from Sean Steele, who is Stealing Second on YouTube. Great channel. He goes, hello, YouTube, because that's always how he introduces his channel. Hey, Mike, I hope all is well with you and the fam. Thank you for being a YouTube inspiration for many of us and just being a cool guy. Thanks, Sean. You're welcome. I appreciate you, my friend. As you requested, please find in this package a rare, cherished gem that is absolutely priceless. Here it is. It's a Stealing Second Sean Steele 1952 Topps rookie card, hand numbered 8 out of 20. Look at that. Bam. I saw that some people had these, and I'm like, I don't have one of those. And so I asked Sean, I texted him, I'm like, dude, I need one of your cards. And here it is. He sent it to me. I hope to receive one of yours for my binder. Well, I would love to give you one, Sean, if I actually had any more. So I just need to get some more done from Topps, but I don't have any. Sorry. P.S. Try not to sleep with this card. That would just be weird. I agree. That would be weird. Your friend, Stealing Second, Sean Steele. So Thanks, Sean. YouTube PC. Just did a video about that. There's a lot of guys doing videos about that because there's a contest going on for that to show off your YouTube PC and all the people that you've met and things you've gotten and all that cool stuff. All right, that does it for this angle. I got some seriously cool auction pickups that I'm about to show you and some cool mail. Let's take a look. All right, here we go. So, by the way, we're closing on the ranch on Thursday. And since we've been kind of doing this whole buying a ranch thing, I've really pulled back on how much I'm spending. I'm spending about 10% of what I spent before. But I'm still able to get some really cool stuff, of which some of it you're going to see today. But all the stuff you're going to see right now, I won from Love of the Game auctions. And these were pre-ranch pickups. So I bought these before I knew we were getting the ranch. And but I'm really happy that I did, because I got them in and I'm just so excited because I've never had some things like this before. And the first thing is this right here. I got a little wide angle because this is a really large, big old, almost 8x10 picture, but it's actually a 1934 R310 Butterfinger card, and it's of Rick Farrell. Rick Farrell, Hall of Fame catcher, mainly known for playing for the Red Sox. He played for several teams, the Senators, the Browns, back in the day. He actually had a brother, Wes Farrell, who a lot of people thought was better than Rick Farrell, and Wes isn't in the Hall of Fame. But Rick was a catcher, and really, he was a catcher, as if you couldn't tell by looking at that picture where he's wearing all the catcher's gear. But hey, love this, because this is my first, card like this, and I know it's huge, but it's a card still. It's like cardstock. It's not a photograph. It's a Butterfinger card, and they are so super cool. I may have to pick up some more of these. This one I got signed, obviously, and I just love it. Love having it in hand and everything. So there's that. Next up. All right, here comes the next piece. That is this right here. I am a huge fan of all things Hall of Fame. The museum itself, the induction ceremonies, programs, all that stuff I love to get. And this is something I thought was really unique and really cool. This is the official scorecard from the Hall of Fame game, which is played every year. This was the 31st annual Hall of Fame game, and it was, the reason I got this is because it included the Texas Rangers and the Pirates. I don't know who the Pirates are. Some team, I guess. No, the Pirates, just kidding. And this scorecard, the Rangers were a brand new team. They had moved from Washington. Their first season was in 1972. And so this is just like their second season in existence. Ironically, this is August 6, 1973. I was born October 25th, 1973. It's played at Doubleday Field in Cooperstown, and it's signed by Hall of Famer Joe Medwick right there on the left. And Joe Medwick is one of those crazy guys that has so many stories about him. He was a left fielder primarily for the Cardinals, known for playing for the Cardinals, but he played with the Giants and the Dodgers. But he won the Triple Crown in 1937, and was obviously a batting champ, home run leader. And he's in the Cardinals Hall of Fame and the Baseball Hall of Fame. What's funny is he was never really affiliated with either of these two teams, so he must have just been at the game and somebody saw him and got him to sign this, or he signed it later. Couple of cool stories about Joe Medwick. He was in the 1934 World Series that the Cardinals played against the Tigers. He was playing, he hit a triple and had a really hard slide into third base on a triple, and they were really heckling him at the Detroit Stadium about it. And so Kennesaw Mountain Landis, the commissioner at the time, actually pulled Joe Medwick from the game. And it's the only time that they ever knew or that they've ever heard of that somebody got pulled just out of their personal safety because they were worried the fans were going to just eat him alive for that hard slide. He had 64 doubles in 1936. You know, I mean, he's just done so much stuff. What's cool is another cool story is he went on a USO tour during World War II, and he was given an audience to the Pope Pius the Seventh or the 12th. I mean, and the Pope had been a cardinal prior to his elevation to the papacy, and when he was asked by the Pope what his vocation was, and Medwick replied, "Your Holiness, I'm Joe Medwick, and I too used to be a cardinal." So, really funny. But again, 17 years in the major leagues, 324 career batting average, great Hall of Famer. But so this just kind of encompasses so many things that I love. Hall of Fame, the Rangers, autographs, you name it. And inside, I'm going to open it up. Might be a little difficult to see, but inside here are the rosters of the players. This is completely unwritten on, so it's really great shape. This is also the first season after the death of Roberto Clemente, so you'll notice that he's not listed there, but Willie Stargell is. For the Rangers, their manager at the time was Whitey Herzog. So really cool, perfect there. And then on the back, it talks about the history of Doubleday Field, the history of the Hall of Fame game series, and who's won and all that kind of stuff. Very, very cool. So just love pieces of history like that. I mean, how could you not? So there is that piece. All right, I got one more piece from the auction, but that's going to be the last thing I show you because it's the coolest thing that I got. I'm gonna show you a little bit of just regular eBay mail that I've been getting in. Still been looking for vintage cards. Just as much as everything's been exploding, there are still deals to be had if you're, you know, looking around and digging hard. And here's a card. One thing we talked about last night was the ability to accept a lower grade. Normally I would want this card in a 5 or a 6, but it's not that card prices on vintage aren't going up at all. They're just not doubling or tripling, but they are definitely going up. And so I'm kind of like, okay, am I willing to find a nice example? And this Nellie Fox is a gorgeous 1959 Nellie Fox. Razor sharp corners. It's obviously off center, and that's why it's a 4. This would probably be a 6 or 7 if not for the off centerness of the card. And love it. So there's a 59 Topps Nellie Fox. Then we got a 1968 Topps Carl Yastrzemski All-Star card. Big fan of the All-Star cards, and I'm really working on completing some Yastrzemski runs. There are lots of guys in the community that love Yastrzemski as well, including Mike Canadian Cards and Mr. Fisher Bike Jason. Lots of Yaz guys, and basically just Red Sox guys mostly. So there's the All-Star. What's really cool about this card, first of all, it's a near mint 7, great grade. On the back, it was a puzzle of Carl Yastrzemski, and the back of this one is his face. Like on Carl Yastrzemski's card, it's Carl Yastrzemski on the back, like literally his face. That's so cool. So there's that. I also got his base card from 68 Topps right there. 68 in a 5. Again, kind of one of those deals. All right, I'll take a little bit lower grade to keep it in the price range I'm comfortable with. So there's that. All right, here we go. Big boy card here. Again, this was from Love of the Game Auctions, part of this auction house. I got those other 2 little things, and then I got this right here. I got this 1967 Topps AL Rookie Stars with Rod Carew autographed. And man, I'm telling you, let me set this down. It'll be easier to talk about. To me, anytime you can get a Hall of Fame, I love the player era cards. Rookie cards are even better. So this is totally in my wheelhouse. Ironically, I have a 67 Topps Carew rookie. Mine's only graded a 4. So this actually upgrades a couple of sets, because you can use, when it's dual graded like this, you can use the card for your card sets, and you can use the auto for your autograph sets. So you really register the card. In this case, I registered it both under PSA inventory and my PSA DNA inventory, and it can be applied to multiple things. So I actually upgraded my Rod Carew rookie technically. I still have the one not signed, and this one's an autograph of a 10. So that goes over on the PSA DNA side and is awesome. So, man, I love this card. I thought I got a really good deal on it, and was really happy when I woke up and found out that I won it on the auction. So there you go, guys. That is all I have for you today. If you've stuck with me this long, you're a trooper, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. We will talk to you guys soon. I got more stuff coming later this week. Have a good one. Keep collecting.